No.
Oh,
I guess it's better than being in your pants. Sure.
sure.
All right.
Is that a shotgun shell in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
You folks have spent
2
time
shotgun shells.
trying to fit what you can, although there's really not any room, much if any room at all, in your 2 backpacks with all the loose stuff you already have in it to pile in Slim Jims and, protein bars and little bags of Doritos.
Slim Jims are slim. You can get them in those.
Zebra
right.
cakes. Zebra cakes.
All sorts of little things to, yes, improve the quality of your food.
Is there a picture of Randolph Savage on these Slim Jims still?
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Randolph? The fuck is wrong with you?
That's from Dr. Savage.
His nurse name wasn't Randolph. I thought his nurse name was like...
It was like...
It's
it wasn't-
Richard.
Yeah,
Randolph Savage. Okay.
So who wants me to hotwire this car?
You acquire about 3 days. Trusty Tony can spend some time with his mechanics attempting to try to make the tow truck useful.
Yeah, here comes before another one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it right now.
All right.
Or not.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, then. I would like the 4 of you to make simple perception checks. Simple perception tests.
I see nothing. This situation is all normal. Absolutely unfucked up.
Okay.
Aaron,
Yes.
so an 18.
you need to make a roll here.
Oh, fine.
Stop being off in 4chan land.
I'm not off in 4chan land.
Then what good are you?
Then what good am I?
It's about 15 minutes since you guys ended up making it here. Mercifully enough, none of the walkers, the undead, ended up following you down here. Perhaps they tried and they fell off the overpass and they're slowly crawling here even now. But a car comes screaming across the overpass with a zombie clinging to its driver's side door, reaching in, with another zombie hanging onto the windshield wipers. It's swerving about madly as it heads straight for the gas station. And this is something that Fletch and Kat notice.
Cut off button! Cut off button!
Trusty Tony's too busy screaming, "I got this!" And, actually it ends up being Potman who knows it too with the 9.
Yeah, I'm going straight for the emergency cutoff button.
Emergency cutoff button?
To cut off the gas to the pump.
Sure.
Eyes wide for a second and then dashing for it.
I'm going to attempt to grab Tony and pull him away from whatever he's currently doing.
Hopefully you found the cutoff button.
Potman's
Usually
just
outside.
sipping a beer and watching whatever happens.
Potman doesn't understand the severity of the situation.
Nope.
Does Potman also hear the guitar riff as
Oh.
this car is screaming towards him?
All right. Certainly, players do a pretty good job of surprising the referee from time to time, like when they don't try to run from gas stations when there's an incoming car. Okay.
Tony can't.
Right, no.
Shut up, grabbing Tony and pulling him out.
I almost
Right.
had it.
So where are you going to try to pull him to as you're running?
Just
Into the...
generally away from both the trajectory of the car and the gas station itself.
Okay, so Kat is going to take off just straight fucking running away from the gas station, hauling Trusty Tony behind her, screaming, "There's a fucking car approaching!"
Implying I don't have him over my shoulder, just running the entire way.
Maybe not having him over your shoulder while you're carrying all the other stuff that you have with you.
Thought we're going true cinematic here, man.
I don't think Trusty Tony would be okay with you picking him up anyway.
I don't think he's okay with anything.
Trusty Tony's okay with nothing anymore.
So, so how does Trusty Tony reply? You're responding then as he's like, what?
There's nothing wrong here. I almost have this thing. We'll be fine.
No, we have to leave right now. Come on, let's
Why?
go.
Explain.
Car, zombies, gas station, boom. Keep running.
Okay.
Alright, if everyone's running and screaming, Potman's gonna try and exit through the back.
He's gonna begrudgingly run and scream.
More jog with a beer in one hand
Shit, I spilled some.
Okay.
and like a joint in that same hand. You know, the Florida grip.
Okay, and Fletch, who is running for the try to shut off the gas in time instead of just
Yeah.
leaving.
And at that point, like, try to duck around the building if possible after hitting it.
Sure. All right. Well, let's see. First
What
off,
does the kitten do?
the
It stays in the kitten holster.
Okay.
the car does stop swerving about madly as Cat is hauling Trusty Tony, and then Potman is doing a light jog with Fletch trying to run up behind. The car does in fact finally careen into the gas station as well as the pump island, and there, boom.
Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
Okay, Cat and Trusty Tony, I want you two to make difficult dexterity tests.
The rest of you die.
All right. You folks only end up getting lifted a bit off the ground for about 10 feet and sustain 3 points of damage each.
Hey, that's
Cat could have made it a bit further, but as it turns out, she's trying to fucking haul Trusty Tony, who's like, guys, I got this, totally fine.
It's
Not a
fine.
problem. Not a problem. It's fine. It's fine. And that 3 damages in burns, bruises, and gashes.
it's not glass though, so
Freaking
Trusty Tony's
dashes.
fine with it.
Okay. I'm now going to want Fletch and Eugene to make difficult dexterity tests.
I don't like these odds.
As you folks are within 100 feet of this as it's going up.
Just a 13.
Why did I call this complex instead of... Wow.
Oh my.
All that
Good job
dexterity.
with that shutoff switch.
Nice dexterity check, brah.
Would have been a lot bigger explosion if it wasn't cut off.
Okay.
Would it have, though?
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. Eugene perhaps could have made it a bit further, but he wasn't taking this too seriously. Instead, he ends up taking flight 7 feet away from the incident as he achieves liftoff and takes... Let's see here. Takes 18 points of damage.
Wow.
As a fucking massive explosion, even with his success. Fletch takes flight 11 feet off. And takes less damage than
It's fine.
Eugene does.
Roll really well.
Fine, like, whatever, man. Like, that's a wall. A wall does that much damage. Like, what am I worried about?
As the burns and the raw shockwave of the explosion as the gas station goes up in a plume of flame.
Just fucking Wednesday.
Sort of like how you imagine that Trusty Tony would. And that, not Trusty Tony, but Moody's shop in Summer Meadow.
Man, if only beer was flammable enough to justify that kind of damage.
Yes. A fire cloud shoots 100 feet into the air, raining flaming debris all around you, also knocking out the closest power pole. Into a
Well.
shower of sparks.
Dude, that looks cool.
Okay, I'm just kind of coughing on my knees, kind of not really feeling that great at the moment.
Potman's lying face down on the ground, wondering if he's dead.
Again.
And somehow Potman still has almost as much health as Trusty Tony.
Because Potman's in shape.
We'll go with that. Sure.
Tony, you okay?
Just a few more scars.
All right. What about
And
the
I
other
think-
two? Do you see
think
where
I-
they were?
Yeah, I think they were going around the other side of the building, which now looks like it's collapsed.
Oh, fuck.
Firestorm of hell and smoke.
This reminds me of the. Never mind. Old memories.
Potman pushes most of the car that Tony was looking at off of himself. And goes limping on past.
Oh, there's Potman. See, he's okay.
He doesn't look
kinda.
so good. That's it's
Now-
a lot of blood and a lot of burn.
Is his beer and or joints still intact? This is important.
The beer is unfortunately most of it was spilled, but the joint, that's fine.
Party foul.
Most of it, so there's still a little left.
Yeah, there's still a little left, and he was pretty dexterous, all things considered, as he was lifted 7 feet into the air. He's got that joint.
All right, well, you guys see Potman looking singed and bloody and half crushed. Turn his can of beer up to drain the last few drops, toss it away in disgust, and take a big drag as he keeps moving.
Tony's gonna go look for those zombies. Well, not go looking for them. He's gonna look for them from the distance.
I guess he's got more of his grandmother in him than I thought.
Fun recovery. Yeah, Fletch just works on getting towards out of the way area.
Sure. Difficult to see, what with the smoke. However, it is still daylight, and it seems that whatever zombie party is happening, it's still happening on the freeway. You've got screamed and terrified people that are still scattering, like trying to run into the wilderness, but none that have apparently chosen to walk in your direction, especially if there's anyone who is interested in coming here. They're not after, you know.
The boom.
Look, we already took the Slim Jims. What's left?
Exactly.
The Slim Jims, the zebra cakes, the
You got the fucking mint. Oh man, you took the zebra cakes, you bastard! How
I know
could you?
what I knew I didn't have my priorities in.
We got the Twinkies before the Great Twinkie Scare of 2013.
See, thankfully, you do manage to still have your gear with you.
Most of it can withstand an explosion, sort of.
These are Kevlar
Yeah.
backpacks. We might not have mentioned that before.
Oh, fascinating, fascinating.
They're really, really high quality backpacks.
We sprayed them with Linex.
That stuff, we sprayed with that stuff you line truck beds with. Yeah, we sprayed them with that.
Yeah, Linex.
I don't know what that is, man.
Well, that explains the low mechanics rules.
Player doesn't know as much of the character, but whatever. After we've gotten Potman, we're gonna probably trundle our way over to Fletch and wonder why he looks so bloody.
Why
And
he
then remember-
looks so covered in dust and wall and rebar bruises and blood and...
Yeah? You look like shit, Fletch. Want us to, well, not me. You want Kat to look at you with one of our first aid kits?
Oh, God.
'Cause he's probably bleeding in the places he shouldn't be bleeding from.
In general, you don't want to be bleeding
In
from
general, like
that place.
bleeding.
Where are you supposed to be bleeding from?
Well, You three
Shut
don't.
up. I wasn't gonna say anything. God damn.
Oh shit! It's good. It's good. I like that. Tell me more.
Mm,
Do you really want to know more?
All right.
desire to know more intensifies.
Let's see how bad it is.
Yep. First aid kits have 6 uses each in them. Certainly, you can take some time right here and make a first aid and intelligence task.
All right. Because I end up making another mummy.
This can be done basically once for each person who's taken damage from this.
All right.
Which was everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's that for?
Evidence.
This was Eugene. By the way.
Okay.
Hey, he
Roll
looks
that
worse
D10 one more time.
I would love to, but I've managed to press control and close my chat again because I'm horrible at everything.
Oh, okay.
There we-
That's a
No additional bonus.
yeah, no additional bonus. That's a 14. That's 3 successes. That's 3 life points gained.
Let's patch up Fletch and make him stop bleeding everywhere.
It's just kind of his thing.
Hey.
Oh my!
You're the opposite of Jordan.
That's another 3 life points gained.
He didn't grow up in a ditch.
We grew up in California.
Channeling Savage here.
Let's try it on Tony.
Yes, I'm gonna gain more hit
One.
points than I lost.
The one.
Oh, no hit points gained.
You are now a mummy again. I think it's just like phase. I have to wrap it up and hide it.
Why do you think I run my face into glass all the time?
And try to fix the.
He
It's
just
like
wants
it's
you to
got
touch
stuff.
him. That's all. It's secret, you know.
No, that's gross. Ew.
No, can't fix self. At least I'm not doing too bad.
Well, you know, any rolls for first aid on yourself take an extra -2 penalty as well.
It's not
so
anyway.
Okay, some time
Super
is spent.
Just go.
And it's not even 7 p.m. yet, you don't think? Still some sun out there in the sky. Although that could be due to the explosive plume of fire and death not that far from you.
We forgot best party member. What happened to the cat?
Oh Christ! If it was in. Oh God, it was with Fletch.
The kitten, as now that you think about it, is actually sitting at Fletch's, feet, going, looking up at him. With those pitiful, soulful eyes.
The cat will never die.
Reach down and pet it. It has 8 lives left.
I thought it lost its first one back in Romero.
So I'm going to make a wild guess here, but I'm going to say the tow truck was ruined in the explosion.
Oh, yeah.
No shit, Sherlock.
What's left of the tow truck was blown, like 50 feet into the fucking air, into the surrounding countryside.
You could try to perceive what's wrong with it to fix it.
It is beyond your mortal means.
It might only need a tire. In which case, we're fucked.
Okay, let's just start walking down the road to the east, I guess.
Alright.
Eating some Slim Jims as we go.
There is still BJ's farm equipment that's to the west now, a little bit over a mile.
Tractor's gonna be so helpful.
Yeah, at this point, definitely carrying the M16. Or 5.56 assault rifle. I guess there are actually a lot of those, so whatever.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head west to this guy's farm.
No, it's not a farm. It's
this guy's farm.
BJ's Farm Equipment Sales and Service. It's a business.
So we're heading to
I
this
like
farm.
the idea that he grows the farming products.
He raises tractors within
Exactly.
There's
There's
get a baby tractor.
little zombified tractors. It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
You guys are more than welcome to strike it east as well. However, racking the brains there. Fletch is certainly not native to the region, and no one particularly handles that direction. They don't exactly recall what sort of towns or villages or shanty hellholes in the mountains might be nearby.
West it is. Come on, get off your asses. I know you were just an explosion, but we've gotta...
Yeah, we didn't actually get out of Romero, really, so...
Come on.
Those two are a lot worse off than us, Tony.
We can follow the road west.
Okay.
Not east back into town.
So is the
What?
entire gas station on fire now?
It's raging.
It's been on
What's left
fire.
of it. It kind of reminds you of Summer Meadow.
Oh god.
We'll use Colette here to mark where you guys currently are and how far you've come on your travel.
Alright, I'm going the
Cold
right
beer.
direction if that's where her token is.
Yeah.
That's how far you made it out of Romero through the
That's
mountains.
pretty far, actually. 3 hours of good, consistent driving. So if we keep heading west, we'll continue along the main road. We can meet up the highway later.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Let's do that. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Ends up being about, especially the extra distance you cover, maybe about 25 minutes. There ends up being some more people who end up running past in all sorts of directions. The low moaning, particularly as you walk under the freeway and head up towards BJ's.
That's not scary at all.
The place is huge, surrounded by an 8-foot fence, topped with 3 strands of barbed wire.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say the gate's not open.
The gate is closed, and the padlock that is protecting it looks fairly new.
We didn't leave the cutting torch though, so
No, I'm like, that's what Trusty is going to reach into the backpack he's wearing because he's wearing one of them. As I'm staying now. He's gonna take the cutting torch and he's gonna hand it to Fletch and say, "You know what? Do your thing on that lock."
2 people who ran were wearing backpacks.
Yeah, it would probably make sense.
Most of our damage was prevented by the backpacks, obviously.
Obviously.
And the
Fletch would
distance.
just look at the cutting torch and then motion to Eugene and be like, "Isn't he like the metal guy?"
I guess. He turns to Eugene. Here, go cut that fence open.
Says the mechanic.
Oh, okay. Do you have some wire cutters?
Fine, I'll do it myself. Tony's gonna walk up and use the blowtorch on the lock.
Okay.
Fletch looks pleased with himself.
Don't we still have the toolkits?
No.
Oh, okay.
Those
The
things are fucking
rolling
huge.
box toolkit.
Those
We
things are
just
fucking...
carried him off the 4-foot drop.
Well, there's
Just
multi-tools
left it
as well.
on the cat's back, and it just came with us.
Well, there's a multi-tool, but Tony's not in any
One
mood
of
to
the
argue.
toolboxes under each.
Okay,
of
no,
her
fine.
hands.
Go ahead. Use the blowtorch with that eye protection. That's
Okay.
definitely Trusty Tony.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It only makes your screen hazy for a few seconds.
Cutting torch.
Okay.
Cutting torch. Thankfully, does not take too long. You end up birding through the relatively new and secured padlock, just as the first undead are sort of straggling, down the exit and slowly shambling towards you, several minutes away.
Well, come on, get in here. Everyone in.
Okay.
Everyone indeed.
Walk in. In the enclosure is a large building with a customer service display area, offices, supplies, and a large garage with enough room to work on 2 huge tractors at once, with the requisite supplies for doing so. One of the stalls holds a gutted tractor. On display outside are a number of tractors, flatbed trucks, and other farm equipment.
Trucks, you say? Those are a type of car.
There are 2 cars parked in the lot as well.
Oh. Their keys
Possibly
aren't it.
score.
But all of the vehicles are locked.
It's a repair place.
Well-
They probably got him in the office.
They might be in the office. Let's check that out first.
Sure, you folks can make your way back there. Doors in here aren't locked, and make your way back into the back office area. There is a safe as you walk in. There is a safe, basically right in front of the wall, tucked into a corner. The safe door is closed.
Well, we're gonna have to drill it open.
Get the drill.
This drill's a piece of
Hey,
shit.
guys, you got to get the drill.
Shit, we don't have a
Somebody
drill.
stashed it out back.
Well, maybe we'll
Like,
get
what
lucky.
type
drill.
of safe?
It's a
Dial
small safe.
safe.
It's a
button
dial safe. It's a small dial safe.
I think you've got this. Barring the damage from the explosion on your eardrums, but
Fuck it, I'll try.
Okay.
Guys, get a load of this place.
Give me a difficult perception test, 7, before you start off with this. Okay. As Fletch sits down and gets to work, he's noticing just as he spins the dial, and that he ends up putting the pressure on it, the safe door was actually open, and as he spins the dial.
Like I said, I got this.
So
No one
now
else-
he's gonna have to work to try to figure out how the fuck to get this back open.
Obviously, the last number is whatever it started on, so
Yes.
that's
You
like
remember
a
what
plus
it was.
5, right? Perfect memory. Of course, he remembers.
He remembers he saw it. I don't know about a plus 5. I like the idea of a plus 3 though. It's good. It's good. I have to narrow it down. Saves you some time.
I think
Oh,
it
gee.
might have opened.
Sure, safe cracking could end up being used for lock picking. Takes some extra time. It took quite a long time to do through the various, motions of going through the process of cracking a safe. Thankfully, you don't have anything that, causes the safe to break down. The drill to break down, you gotta fix it.
Alright,
Stream
go
in
back.
for the
Kicking the
doors and
drill.
shoot at you.
And then a flashback.
And a cloaker because the community wanted them back.
But eventually, especially since Fletch had access to the last number there before he fucking closed it by accident, he spins it.
Turns out it's a one-number combination.
This is the most
It's
secure
just
dial
reset
that-
the clock to a random
5,000
thing.
numbers on
Just
it.
3 numbers. It does take some time. There are definitely more undead, more zombies in their various mutilated forms, streaming, sort of forming a unified band. Maybe. Well, there's definitely tons of people
Why
out
are
there.
we even taking this?
You've got 3-4 dozen undead at least. You can see through the windows of the back office area, who are slowly encroaching and actually making their way towards the gate, which had its lock picked open, of course.
Obviously,
managing
doing
for
this
somebody to
so you
run
can
out
drive a
and
tractor
let-
through them.
You did shut the gate behind you.
Nice.
The safe is open and there are a wide variety of keys in there.
5 bags of gold.
No, not
Every
five.
key.
You've got maybe 24 keys in there. Each on their own little ring. No marking, sort of descriptor other than fucking numbers.
Okay,
We
everyone take
found
6
the
and
key
try.
maker.
Everyone take 6 and try different things.
Any of them that have logos of any of the vehicle, like what vehicle are we looking at in particular?
A car, maybe.
There's all the tractors and then there's 2 cars out there and all of them have the sort of company
So-
tag, plastic,
Right, I don't really care which one it is, but if it's a Ford, Toyota, whatever, looking for those keys. Any of them that say Caterpillar or anything, I don't care about them.
Faintly, is actually Eugene who hears this. As you folks are grabbing keys and starting to make your way outside, there's actually people screaming as well, and the sounds are getting closer.
Hey, that'll delay them.
Yeah, that'll draw them away.
What type of screaming?
Oh, that's multiple people. Men and women.
Oh. Good. That's not going to.
I have a plan. We lock ourselves in the safe.
The tiny.
You do that.
So do we manage to find car keys that might be applicable?
You manage to find the 24 keys. They don't really have any sort of markings on it to be Ford or Chevrolet or whatever. It's all BJ's.
They're basically just keys that have been, gone to a locksmith. I need a copy of this key. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a... Okay, so we'll grab... Fuck.
Grabbing fuck.
Grabbing fun.
Yep.
Well,
So I
Tony's
guess
idea
we
was
got 24 keys.
give everyone 6 and just have everyone try random things.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like that's what we're kind of stuck with if we want to try to... Everybody has 6 keys and we just rotate cars.
The shouting ends up getting louder, and the gate actually ends up bursting open as 4 people rush into the compound.
Those
What do we look
idiots.
at
I'm gonna have to beat a bitch. Sorry, cat. It didn't mean. People are dumb.
Is Tony Ramirez gonna have to choke a bitch?
So,
I don't think I could at this
how
point in the game.
closely followed are they by...
Oh, it's like the undead were snapping right at their fucking heels. All 4 dozen or so of them.
They failed the mechanics check to open the gate latch a few times.
The gate is still serviceable. They did open the gate and they didn't shut it behind them. One of them is carrying a handgun.
Oh, only one of them. Well,
There's 2 men, 2 women in various states of terror and distraught with ripped clothes.
Is there anything wound-like on them?
Your- From your position in the office back window area, you can certainly make a perception plus notice check.
Making that check.
Should I do the terribly awful thing
shoot one of them in the leg.
with a grenade?
That's not terribly awful.
They do not appear to have been bitten.
Oh,
but it's difficult to say that,
They don't all appear to.
No. I mean, like, they do have, like, some blood on them.
Right.
No, like, obvious, like, gaping wounds. Yes, Train. Yes, Train. Good job, Train. No, like, obvious, like, gaping wounds, like, this is where a zombie ripped and bit his fucking arm. But they are injured. All of them. Except for the guy holding the gun.
Of course.
of course the guy with the gun isn't injured.